If you don't hear about it on the television or you don't read about it in the newspaper, to the general public, it doesn't happen. But when you're in law enforcement, you hear about it all the time. It is a very real thing, and it is affecting our communities, especially in the Upper Peninsula.
It is something that is not publicly discussed, but negatively impacting communities at an excessive rate across the Upper Peninsula.
Victims can be anyone at any given time. A majority of the victims are adult females. January is Human Trafficking Awareness Month, and the best way to become aware is to get informed on how it's impacting your community.
With human trafficking, you have to have three things. You have to have force, fraud, or coercion in order for it to be human trafficking. And it involves the movement of a person over, transportation, recruiting, transferring and harboring a person.
Over 60% of victims were tricked into the trafficking system by someone they know, and 35% of the time that person is a family member. Human traffickers, also known as Johns, typically target young women who have ran away from home.
Almost 100% of women and girls who are being trafficked or who are maybe prostituting themselves are victims of child sexual abuse. A lot of times their girls are running away from home because they're being sexually abused at home or because other abuse or neglect is happening. So that's how they get caught up in it. Pimps and traffickers prey on young girls who are runaways. They go to the places where runaways hang out. Within 24 hours, if a girl runs away, she's approached by a trafficker.
These traffickers typically lure in their victims by flattering them and convincing them of wanting a romantic relationship. Although human trafficking cannot always be physically seen in the UP, it is here. In 2013, a Dickinson County man was charged with human trafficking or forced labor of minors in the area. Jonathan Vivian is now serving time in the Marquette Branch prison for his crimes. Due to the ambiguity of the situation, law enforcement officials need to keep their eyes peeled for any clue that could lead to a potential human trafficking case.
It's a lot more common than people realize. It's very clandestine by nature. You have people that come into town that may be here for a while and you're not aware that they're involved in human trafficking. So it's one of those things that really kind of flies under the radar.
With media outlets such as Snapchat and Facebook being accessible to almost anyone of any age, suspects have easy access to finding victims.
Because you can meet anyone online and any stranger can request to add you as a friend on Facebook. A lot of these young girls who are being abused at home or are looking for an escape from whatever's happening in their lives or looking for attention maybe, will allow these men to be their friends on Facebook and Snapchat. And a lot of, from what I've seen in the girls I've worked with, a really large percentage of them met their traffickers online or on the street when they ran away.
In addition to social media sites, frequently visited websites have also had advertisements for trafficking victims, displaying the women like an object on sale. Human trafficking cases can increase in the UP when the number of outside visitors becomes higher.
Maybe hunting season or different holidays. So those kinds of things do increase. We, from time to time, find things on Backpage, the website, where there'll be somebody coming into town for a period of time, staying at certain motels and offering services.
Tomorrow night, we'll bring you the details on the signs of a human trafficking situation, services that are offered, and the action that needs to be taken in part 2 of the series.